Hello everybody! Arglefump here, playing Nancy Drew The Model Mysteries. Yes, they made a video game based off the really awful trilogy. I don't know who decided to make a video game based off the trilogy. They're not interesting books. I can think of many other Nancy Drew books which deserve to be made into games before The Model Mysteries. However, this game did come out the year that the trilogy came out, so maybe that's why they're awful books, is because the books were originally designed to be video games, and maybe that's why they don't make for such good reading. Okay, so the important item here is the Hawaiian lei. And guess what's inside? It's a bunch of ants! Oh no! Disgusting! Yeah, it's really nasty. What happens is, what they do is they've got like this big bucket of water nearby for some reason. And they just shove Sydney's head into the bucket of water. That's what happens in the actual book. And this is the angry director. Yeah, all of this dialogue is taken direct. Who are you, Butch? Oh, yeah, Butch. He'll become important later in the third book. Right. So I'm just wondering, because a lot of this dialogue in the game and the book is the same. So, you know, I am wondering, what was done first? The video game or the book? Because clearly they had to be done at the exact same time in order to come out the same year, 2010. So let's talk to Deb, because she's the unimportant character, and I feel like she deserves some time in the spotlight. Let's ask about the bridesmaids. And you know what? Let's ask about, let's talk to Butch, because we aren't really gonna see him until the third book. So let's ask about Sydney. Okay, girls, bridal shower is 7 p.m. It's at her house. Interesting. In the book, it's somewhere out in the mountains. Okay, I feel like we skipped a chapter or two in the book, but I really don't... I am not that worried, to be honest. Okay, this is Pandora. Hi, Pandora. She's the other bridesmaid, the blonde bombshell. She's not going to be important until the next game. Okay, this is where something crazy is going to happen. This is another end of chapter cliffhanger. Sydney opens up the cupcakes and screams, "Ah! These are chocolate cupcakes and I asked for vanilla! Ah!" Basically, it's Nancy Drew and the mystery of finding somebody who cares about Bridezilla's problems. Oh yeah, and she's allergic to chocolate, so okay, I guess that's a good reason for her to freak out, but no, that's not really a good reason for her to freak out. And this is a plot point. Candy is wearing white gloves. She's wearing those like arm-length gloves, the ones that go all up and cover her entire arms, which is kind of silly because in the picture she's clearly not wearing those type of arm-length gloves, but whatever. Let's check out these wedding gifts. What is this? We're doing something besides hidden objects challenges. Woohoo! Scrambled. So this word is love. L-O-V-E. That's a wedding word. Round 2. Gifts? Gifts? Wedding gifts? Oh, I'm so good at this. Oh, why don't we have more of these challenges? This is great. What happens in the actual book is that Nancy solves the mystery. Maybe not now. We're gonna see something with the present later on, so there's gonna be a crazy present, and that will help Nancy solve the mystery. One of the wedding words is wedding. Really? Somebody did not try very hard on this challenge. Anyway, yeah. So what Nancy does is she figures out the mystery solution. Then she makes a couple of phone calls off screen, and then she has the big reveal moment. It's great. And you can probably tell who the culprit is because you know, both in the previous video and in this video, I pointed out important culprit moments twice. And this is just a major facepalm moment. Okay, so remember at the very start of the game when, you know, Sydney asked Nancy to help solve the mystery and she said there's nothing really going on? She lied. Turns out Sydney has a stalker named Mr. Silhouette. Why did she wait 120 pages in the book in order to tell Nancy about this? No real reason. No real reason. She just decided to withhold crucial information from Nancy for no reason. And one of the characters we've met so far is the stalker. We have met Mr. Silhouette, the stalker, but that is not the culprit in this story right now. Not here in the first book. Oh no! A nasty text message. You and Victor are as different as chocolate and vanilla. Oh man, I have to call off the wedding, says Sydney. Oh no, she's threatening to call off the wedding again! Oh! And Nancy has solved the mystery, like I said. One of the presents helps her solve the mystery. The game kind of skipped over the part where she solves the mystery. Let me try to explain what the game just kind of glossed over, the super important plot point. Candy and Akinyi, those are the only two people who knew ahead of time about Mr. Silhouette. And our culprit knows about Mr. Silhouette. Therefore, the culprit must be one of those two people. It either has to be Candy or Akinyi. Where were we? Okay, she was in the kitchen, so nobody saw her when the text message was sent. And why are we talking to her about Donald? What does Donald have to do with anything? Anyway, Nancy has now solved the mystery. She put on her mystery-solving glasses. The culprit is... Dun, 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 dun. Who is Josh? Oh yeah, that's Akinyi's boyfriend, her unimportant boyfriend. Anyway, the culprit is... Oh, I'm totally gonna accuse Deirdre Shannon. Deirdre! It was you! Nancy, I'm shocked you would say such a thing. You'd better pay attention to the facts. Game over. Wait. I literally restart the game from the very beginning again? That is so unfair. Okay, so the culprit is really Candy. Here's how Nancy does it in the book. She drops a cupcake on Candy's big fancy gloves. Underneath Candy's gloves, she has a bunch of ant bites. That proves she was the one who put fire ants on top of all of the Hawaiian leis earlier. Now, the reasoning for this in the book is kind of crazy. The idea is that Candy has red hair and Sydney has red hair, so they are both equally sensitive to ant bites. because they have red hair. I don't get it. Anyway, we have caught the culprit, and Candy is super angry now. She is mad because Sydney stole Vic away from her. Yeah, the jealous bridesmaid. Okay, so Candy did all of these bad things. But she wasn't responsible for the poison in the energy drink. Thank you, Chief McGinnis. Haha. Bess, where were you during this entire scene? Apparently she was doing nothing. Okay, so we have finished book number 1. Book number 1 ends like this. Candy is arrested, and we still have to figure out who the culprit is. It is the stalker culprit, Mr. Silhouette. The stalker culprit is the person who did all of the other things. So we need to figure out who Mr. Silhouette is. That's basically how the Nancy Drew Girl Detective trilogies work. As soon as one culprit is arrested, another culprit shows up to continue the story. And now we have book number 2, Model Menace. Yeah, they have a bachelor party at a medieval restaurant for no particular reason. Yeah, Deb, we get the joke. Nobody laughed because we just didn't think it was funny. Okay, this is fun. We never actually got to see the jousting, but guess who this one knight is? It's Vic! Aww, he's her knight in shining armor. That is a very, very corny thing to do. Oh, and we missed the cliffhanger, the big cliffhanger at the start of book number 2. The cliffhanger is he falls off his horse. Yeah, he falls off his horse, then he gets up and he's totally fine, but everybody makes a huge deal about it because they're scared he is going to die. And cool, we have a new dancing challenge. Yeah, I like these challenges. I have to say, I like this game a lot better now that we're doing something besides hidden objects challenges. Even if this is just a really simple repeat the pattern challenge. Wonder how long I have to keep this up. Hopefully it only has 3 rounds. Why are we doing country line dancing though? In the actual book, they do karaoke and a bunch of different songs. They name like 5 songs in that chapter. So now we know who the author likes listening to, what type of music she likes. In fact, Nancy is even brought up to sing karaoke on Girls Just Wanna Have Fun. Do, girls just wanna have fun. Go girls, just wanna do country line dancing, it's the funnest thing around. Man, 5 rounds, really? This is way too much dancing. I do not want to attend this bachelorette party. Done. Okay, so just before Nancy starts singing Girls Just Want to Have Fun, Sydney gets a text message. And it's a picture of Pandora sitting on Vic's lap. Yeah, that is Pandora sitting on his lap, and Pandora was actually his showmance. You know, she is his ex-girlfriend. They dated each other while they were on the show. Why would you invite your fiance's ex-girlfriend to be your bridesmaid? What was Sydney thinking? Yeah, I don't know. That seems like a really bad idea to invite, you know, the ex-girlfriend as your bridesmaid. Oh, and the other guy is Jamal. He is a Marine in Iraq. He is the best man for the wedding, and he showed up just now. Let's talk to Jamal. Yeah, we haven't really seen him. Let's talk to him about Iraq. Let's talk to him about Pandora. I don't know, Jamal. You sound very suspicious. And let's confront Pandora. So in the actual book, Sydney, oh, this is gonna happen, maybe. Oh, never mind. Okay, so in the actual book, Sydney throws a huge fit because she's a bridezilla, and she cancels the wedding. And then in the next chapter, Victor shows up and he serenades her. He has like people on violins while he sings a beautiful love song, and they decide to actually hold the wedding after all. Oh, well, the game is just going over what happened. Well, I think my explanation was more exciting. And seriously, why don't any of our characters ever change their clothes? Here's the director. Apparently, Bess's friends hate her. When she's getting married, they're leaving the country. And Sydney, because she's a bridezilla, she throws a huge fit. Wait, her wedding dress is missing? Wait, that's not what's supposed to happen. Okay, what's supposed to happen is that the culprit destroyed her wedding dress. This is a little different. So let's find everything. Here's a cat. Here's the bunny. Candle over here. Why is there a mouse inside a dress store is a good question. And the dress, how did she not find the dress? It's right here. Oh, and they are doing the thing from the book. Okay, never mind. For a moment there, I thought the game was going to be interesting and do something different. But no, somebody sabotaged the dress. So we get another mean message from Mr. Silhouette, the culprit. The stalker culprit, who couldn't be mentioned in the first book for reasons. Okay, and let's question these totally innocent people. Let's talk to Deb. why you can only talk to one person about everything. I guess that's an idea that they invented so you'd want to replay the game and talk to different people, but I don't really feel like replaying this game. So they spend like 2 chapters on this. She goes to every single store in town trying to find a replacement dress. And guess what? The director already came up with a perfect dress behind her back. This was all set up so she would be crying over her dress. He's purposely manipulating her, and that's what makes the director suspicious. He's not above messing with Sydney. French food. Nancy really should have had a question mark at the end of her question. Oh, and we have a challenge. What's this? What is this challenge? I'm finding a candle. Is the challenge to find a cake? This game did not explain the rules of the challenge, so I'm just going to suicide myself. Okay, suiciding myself works perfectly fine, and guess what? Somebody put glass inside the cake! So yeah, somebody tried to kill Vic by putting glass inside his cake. And the stalker sends another anonymous text. This has gone too far. This has gone way too far. Who are you, Tina? The other mother-in-law? Did she show up just to say that one sentence? I think she did. It must have been tampered with after it was put at the table. Yeah, so every single time, everybody's a suspect and everybody has access to the crime scene. Let's talk to Dragon. We haven't really talked to him ever. He's another guy on the reality TV show. Dragon apparently is selfish and hates everybody else. The dragon doesn't care! Really, why is this guy invited to be part of the crew? I don't know. And tomorrow is the day of the wedding. Hooray! And we've seen this scene before. This is the very start of the game. We saw it at the start of the game. I'm actually kind of amazed. This is the end of the second book. We just zoomed right through that book. Well, to be fair, they kind of skipped over the plot point of Nancy breaking into Pandora's room and finding out that Pandora is secretly dating Dragon. Yeah, so if you're super excited about that, yeah, Dragon is totally dating Pandora. And we kind of skipped over that. We kind of skipped over the part that Akinyi and Jamal both have a thing together. They dated each other for a while. But Akinyi's boyfriend Josh just dumped her, and now she's going back to Jamal because she lost her boyfriend. That is all stuff from the book that the game just sort of glosses over. guess that just goes to show you how little of the book is actually really important to the storyline. Okay, life ring over here, fish over here. I think I passed over the starfish over here. We have flowers over here, swan over here. Have I mentioned how hard it is to find anything on this screen because you don't see the entire screen at once? The important item is the can light. The can light falls down during the wedding and it almost hits Vic. Just barely. But who would do something so murderous? I don't know. I mean, I do know. I read the book. I know who the culprit is. And this is where I'm supposed to name the culprit. This is actually a tricky challenge. This is tricky because in the actual book, Nancy accuses the wrong person. So I saved my game here and played ahead a little bit. The solution is to accuse either Jamal, Akinyi, or Pandora. Accuse one of those three people, and you can continue with the game. If you accuse somebody else, you'll have to restart from the beginning of Act 2. Book 2, really. You start from the beginning of the second book. Anyway, now we get to question our suspects. So let's ask everybody where they were at the time of the sabotage. Okay, so Jamal was with Akinyi talking about her recent breakup with Josh. The breakup that we didn't actually get to see. And Pandora, let's ask her where she was. Sleeping. Well, that was pointless, but the director decides Jamal is suspicious. I don't know why. Did Jamal say something suspicious? Because he totally didn't. So yeah, that's how the book goes. Nancy accuses Jamal and Akinyi of working together, even though they're 100% innocent. Okay, slide the stylus over the lock. I'm trying here. I don't see what... Okay, somehow that worked. That challenge was way more difficult than it should have been. So let's find these items and end this video. Inside their room, you know, in the actual book, they find a bunch of circumstantial evidence. Let's see, this thing is here. There we go. Okay, so this is the first thing of circumstantial evidence. It is the baggy trench coat. Did we actually skip the part where they explain why the trench coat is important? Oh. They totally skipped that part. Wow. Wow. Why is this game skipping important stuff? And the shaving cream, that's also important. Okay, so during 1 to 3 o'clock, basically the culprit showed up with a baggy trench coat and used shaving cream to, you know, cover the lens of a camera. And that's why these things we're finding, that's why the circumstantial evidence that we're finding is super, super duper important. And they really should have explained that earlier. So we have no choice. We found the circumstantial evidence. It was used in yesterday's sabotage. Now they're explaining everything after the fact. Okay. And the two of them are arrested. Oh, bad karma. Bad karma indeed. Bad, bad karma.